Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Read Option presented by Good Time Media. I'm Wyatt. That's Jenna. And now we are talking about my book is across the studio in A Holidaze by Christina Lauren. Two people.
Two people.
All right. We are 13 chapters into this book,
Yeah.
which is about halfway.
Yeah.
So where we're at right now, spoilers if you're not reading along with us. Our main character, May, is stuck in a good old fashioned time loop.
Mhm.
She's replaying the same Christmas vacation to the cabin in the woods over and over again. She's trying to figure out why am I stuck here? What's happening? Why does this keep happening? And she is in love with this one brother named Andrew, and his brother is Theo. And she's kind of at a point. She does have a confidant along this. His name's Benny,
Kind of.
who is the older uncle type figure
Yeah,
for her.
slash friend, I would say. It's not
Yeah,
so much of an uncle relationship as it is like
like the fun uncle relationship almost. Just
yeah, just like way closer, I would say.
yeah. So
I don't even know what I'd compare it to.
she confides in him about what's happening. She's freaking out. He's the only one who knows about it, but then he forgets about it every time the time loop happens again. So she's just trying to figure out what is happening. I'll say this, compared to the last book we read, May's pretty likable.
Yeah, I like her.
She's kind of funny,
I actually like all
and
of the characters so far.
yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think there's again, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be holiday fluff, which it kind of is, but it's working for me right now.
It's not too much of the fluff.
Yeah, it's not
It's
too.
not like
Oh,
too Christmassy.
yes, I would agree. Um, so big question I'm having right now, though. One thing she pointed out, May did early on, the first time loop. She said, "Why I wish I would have remembered or memorized lottery numbers. Like, oh, I should have done that." But she keeps looping after that. Like, I know she's trying to figure out how to get out of the time loop and everything, but maybe spend 2 minutes memorizing lottery numbers just in case you get out of it and then you become a millionaire. That's been bothering me this entire, like,
I don't what
second
does
half.
memorizing the lottery numbers even do?
Win the
Aren't they, like,
lottery.
randomly given, though?
But if you memorize the winners on, like, the 23rd and she flashes back to the 20th, buy those lottery tickets
Yeah, but
and then win.
you can't guarantee that you're gonna buy the ticket that has that number.
Yeah, you can say, "Hey, I want this lottery number."
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't just get random numbers. You can say, "Hey, I want 14, 98, 42, 28." Because people have,
Oh,
like, lucky numbers, and they just buy the same ticket over
I
and over
didn't
again.
know that. I've never bought a lottery ticket.
Yeah. So, that's one thing that's bothering me. I know it's a fictional book, and I shouldn't get too mad about the semantics
Well,
of it,
we
but
could come back to it, you never know.
if she doesn't end I'll say this, if she doesn't end this time loop and leave this time loop rich as fuck, she played her cards wrong. If I'm ever stuck in a time loop, no matter how long I'm in there, I'm coming out rich.
That's fair.
Which we both could be in a time loop right now and not know it. Like, I could be in a time loop and tell you right now, but you wouldn't
Are
know.
you?
Maybe. Are you?
I would know.
What if I said I am?
Then I would be your Benny.
Yeah, but I've told you this over and over again. You never believe me. So now there's no point in telling you anymore.
I would
So that's
believe
why
you.
that's why I haven't told you in a long time.
Oh,
I've been stuck in this loop for years now. I just don't tell you because it's annoying trying to explain it over and over again. So
okay.
just let it happen. But get
Alright.
ready. There's gonna be a knock at your door in 2 minutes.
With what?
You'll find out.
Okay.
I'm gonna text your roommate right now and have her knock in 2 minutes.
Not even home.
Even crazier.
Oh god.
Just wait.
That was just spooky.
So all right, let's get back to the actual storyline that matters besides her not being rich, which is kind of absurd. Um, how so we'll read a decent amount. It's a
I
pretty easy
love
read.
it.
You love this book?
Loving it.
Okay, so you're
It
invested.
is such an easy read. The
Mhm.
chapters are short, the plot moves quickly. I kind of was worried we were going to be when the time warp happened, reliving, like, the entire vacation over and over and over,
Mhm.
and I'm really glad that it's kind of getting, like, she's almost making it a little bit longer every time so far, but we're not, like, living the same 5 days over and over.
Yes, it
The
moves
first
quick now.
time it went back to the time warp from the beginning, it was like the vacation had just started, so I'm
Mhm.
enjoying that part of it. Um, yeah, I
Yeah,
like it.
I think it's moving fast enough to keep me engaged because you're
Yeah,
right, if it skips ahead the parts that you can assume. We can assume she's gonna explain to Benny again what's happening. We
yeah,
can assume she gets to the cabin from the airport because she keeps waking up on this airplane. So, like, they skip ahead the parts that are repetitive, which I appreciate. That's really solid. Um, any negatives so far? Where you're like, "Hey, this could pick up a little bit," or, "I'm not liking this."
not necessarily.
Gotcha.
I do
I
have some, like, questions around how we're going to get to a point where the loop stops and then get to, like, what happens next, I guess?
Yeah, so
We're
the
already
chapter we
halfway.
yes, the chapter we ended on, she basically says, "Alright, I'm stuck in this, might as well just let it rip." She's like,
Yeah,
"Alright, this is gonna happen. Hey, watch out for the dog," and everyone's like, "You're acting crazy," but
yeah.
she's predicting the future, and she's like, You're gonna forget about this next time I die or, like, restart the loop." Um, so she's basically, like she's hitting a breaking point of, "I'm getting
Mhm.
so tired of being stuck in this loop." She does write an email. Well, she's basically very upfront with Andrew at this point, saying, like, "I'm in love with you. Doesn't matter because 'cause we're gonna forget about this."
Yeah.
But so things
Do
are
you
starting to
think maybe
progress there.
he's not going to forget about it?
What if she just starts
And then
bringing people into her loop?
I don't
That'd be
it doesn't
cool.
work like that.
It could. There's no rules to this.
Hmm.
Wait, what? So wait, how would he not forget?
Because the loop ends.
Oh,
Maybe
you think
it's
the
gonna
loop just
end.
ends?
Like,
Oh, that
because
would
she's being
suck
so
so hard.
honest and she's doing because that question she asked herself when the car accident happened, she was like, "Show me what will make me happy," or something like that. "Show me what's supposed to happen."
Yeah.
She's kind of at a crossroads with her life,
Yeah,
and
she
now
has like
she's,
a
like,
mental
changing
breakdown.
all these things, like, they're talking about the cabin, and they're deciding maybe change is good, like, she's being brutally honest. Maybe this is where it ends.
That would so then sh I doubt it because then there's half a book left, first of all. But so then she another thing she did was she wrote an email to her boss and quit her job, which
Correct.
I don't know how electronic mail works in the whole time loop sequence, but, like,
I
if she
think it
does
would
loop
start
again,
over.
does that email still get sent out?
No.
So,
Well, the email hasn't happened yet if they go back,
it's a good point.
so
Good point.
it does
I
technically.
It would be funny if not funny, but, an alternative ending could be she gets out of the time loop, like, in a situation like this where she's brutally honest, expecting to loop again, and then
That's what I'm saying though, 'cause I
yeah,
feel like that's what she's doing right now, is that she's expecting.
yeah, she expects everyone to forget what she's doing right now,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't,
What?
and then what if she's like, I gotta die so this loop happens again," and then she just dies.
Oh my god.
That's a twist.
I did
Wouldn't
not
see that
think
one.
that's where you were going with that.
Wouldn't see that one coming.
Oh gosh.
That's an all there's
Um,
no way
it's
it
a
ends that way.
romance book, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Um,
It's not a thriller.
I will be the only way I'm really upset at this ending is if it's just a super generic, "Oh, we just wanted to keep Christmas tradition and save the cabin, and now I'm in
I don't think
love."
it's gonna be that. I do
He
think she's gonna end up in love.
you think so you think her and Andrew end up together, which probably likely in some
Yeah, I do.
capacity. Um, hmm. So she's in the what job does she have again? Oh, she gave
She
that whole
works
story,
for
it
a
was actually kinda sad.
non-for-profit. Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, she had this whole idea of, "Hey, I wanna start this program for kids. I wanna teach them, like, graphic design and then get them, like, college scholarships through that," and she did all the legwork, and then her
Yeah,
boss was
she
like,
planned the entire thing.
"You're so good at the numbers, keep doing the numbers. We're gonna hire someone else to do the actual teaching," which is what she wanted to do. She kinda got screwed over there, so then
Yeah.
she ends up quitting that job. And then Andrew is a sound mixer at Red Rocks, which is
Yes.
pretty gnarly.
Yeah. but he
I
doesn't
do.
have any room to move up.
Yes. So they're both kind of stuck
Mhm.
in their jobs. I'm sure they're gonna
Stuck
find
in
a
a
way.
loop.
Look at you. I do like this book had to have been written fairly recently because they mentioned the Avengers and the Infinity Stones in Avengers Endgame, which came out in 2021 or 2019. When did Endgame come out? I think Endgame was 2019, right before COVID.
It was published on October 6th of 2020.
Wow, that's a quick. So yeah, Endgame came out in 2019 then, and they referenced it in a book that came out less than a year later. It's pretty impressive.
She might have, like, gone back in and added that reference at the end of her, like, editing to make it
Yeah,
relatable.
smart. But I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is a fairly modern book," which who knows, whatever. All right, any other thoughts about this book, before we how much you wanna read
They're
for next
making it a movie.
Are they really?
Why does this keep happening?
They're actually, like, confirmed it's been greenlit, they're making this movie?
Yes, as of November, it's in early development at Netflix.
Ooh, fan cast it. Should we fan ca how about this? Next week, let's come instead of
Oh,
top
it's not
5s.
out.
I know,
Oh.
but I'm saying let's come up with our own fan casting for these characters for
Ooh,
next week.
okay.
That'll be fun homework. We'll do
That
that.
will be fun. Okay.
So I'll give you the list of characters, we'll fan cast it. So don't look up anything if there's actually I don't know if they've casted
I
anybody yet.
doubt it.
Yeah. So let's come with our own fan casting on who we want to play these characters for next week.
Ooh, okay.
That'll be fun. And then if people who listen this far, go ahead and comment who you think should play these characters. Who should play May? Who should play Andrew? Theo? Benny? I think those are like the main ones we should cast. Maybe her little brother, Miles, I think.
Mhm.
Something like that.
Theo, Andrew, May, Benny.
Miles.
Why Miles, though? Well, I guess maybe he'll become more important.
I mean, he's the little brother. I don't know who else would be more important.
I guess.
All right. Well, we'll do that for next week. That'll be fun. I'm excited for that.
I'm gonna
All
do
right.
night.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you guys next week with our fan casting, and we will, Jenna, dare I say, finish this book this week.
Yeah, I could.
I could too.
Okay.
All right. We're going to finish this book. We'll talk about In a Holidaze finale next week, along with our fan casting for the movie. See you guys then.